Alright guys, and welcome back. I am Largo, and today we're checking out some more To Be Hero X videos. After the last video, you guys let me know that there are more videos out there, some of them called PVs. So we're gonna go ahead and check those out. I have no idea what I'm clicking on. A lot of this stuff's not even in English. So if there's some kind of specific watch order that I'm supposed to watch these in, I'm gonna apologize to you now, because that's probably not gonna happen. I'm just clicking on stuff, so let's go, all right?
信赖是这个世界赐予我们的天赋。每个人的信赖值多少，决定了人们对他某种能力的认可。信赖值越高，能力也就越强，最终成为人们心目中的英雄。所以，信赖值给了我们成为英雄的机会。他们可以是热爱音乐的少女。 亦或是冷酷无情的杀手，甚至
现在都在传你以液体之力消灭了整个索尔遗址的黑衣人组织。
没错，是我。
Oh, interesting. Okay, so if based on what you guys told me last time, and correct me if I'm wrong here, the way this works is the belief or faith or whatever people have in a specific hero is directly tied to the abilities they have. So, for example, if somebody walks outside and they're dressed as the Flash and people think, hey, that guy can run super fast, then he can. And the more people who believe that he can, the faster he can go. So along the same lines, if enough people believe that you're super strong, then you have super strength. If enough people believe you can fly, then you can fly. To my knowledge, that's how it works. Correct? Please correct me if I'm wrong. And I didn't even, they just mentioned it here. I wasn't even thinking about it. My mind was fully focused on the hero aspect of it, but villains too. Villains also get this power of faith and belief. Which means, in theory, if you're just some heinous dude, some Jack the Ripper serial killer, and people start believing that you're super dangerous, because like back in the day, didn't people believe like Jack the Ripper was like a ghost and could walk through walls and stuff? Like, if he lived in this world, then he would have those powers. Jack the Ripper could walk through walls and turn into a ghost and dematerialize and do the things that they thought he could do back in the day. So that's kind of crazy. For whatever reason, I never applied that theory to villains. You know, it's almost like Sinestro. Like the more fear you can incite in more people, like the greater number of people that fear you, the more powerful you are. So that's pretty interesting. So, okay. Anyways, I'm getting off track here.
他们可能被神秘包裹，或是被非议缠身，但不论是谁，信赖都铸就了他们的传奇故事。而点亮这个世界的，正是英雄汇聚之地——英雄塔。 联合会为了更好的统筹和管理英雄们的活动，建造了这座星光璀璨的英雄居所。越高的楼层，住着排名越高的英。
Okay, all right. So some commission of some kind built the hero tower, and I'm assuming it's all for all the major heroes, all the big heroes, national, international heroes, stuff like that. Because I would have to believe that while there are heroes out there who are known globally and therefore are really powerful, there's got to be some local legends, right? It's just some dudes that are heroes within their own neighborhoods. They're not really known outside of their own local area, but the people within their own neighborhood or town or whatever do have belief in him. So I assume there's minor superheroes, right? That have just like little itty bitty powers, like, you know, they can fly, just not super fast, or they're strong, they just, you know, not strong enough to lift a building, but they're local legends, local heroes. So I assume that the hero tower is only for the tippy top of the ranks, for the national and international heroes. Okay, and the higher the floor, the higher the rank. Okay, so X is on top.
英雄。正因如此，为了公平选出世界最强英雄 X， 诞生了令人瞩目的前10英雄排位赛。
如今，第21届英雄排位赛即将开启。
The Hero
你的信赖
Tournament
决定了英雄们的排名和战力。扫码进入官网，投出你至关重要的一票。你
Okay, all right. So, tournament to determine who is the who holds the title of X. And I would think that once you are crowned X, right, and they give you the title of #1, that they broadcast that out to the world and go, "Hey, he's the new #1." And I would assume that gives you a massive power boost, right? Because once people go, "Oh, he's been crowned the new #1," right? That's got to change the general public's perspective on you, right? You got to get a huge power boost just from being crowned X, you would think. Also, now that I'm thinking about it, are there people who got superpowers by manipulating media, television, talk shows, radio, social media, and doing things to make people believe that they have powers when they actually don't? But because they make people believe they have the powers, they then get the powers for real, manipulating social media and any kind of platform to enhance your own superpowers. I feel like people would do that. All right, video number 2. This one is called Nice Chapter, or just Nice. Nice, yeah. And somebody's just altering the physical structures of buildings in wild and should be impossible ways. Okay. Okay, so we got 2 guys. We got one in black, one in white. The guy in black's got a sword, got a crown, got kind of a quasi futuristic knight look to him, and it appears that he can alter the physical structure of things. I presume he was the one altering the physical structure of the buildings, and now he slashed at the ground and we see these like cubes of earth coming up, shooting up, almost like he's an earthbender. Okay.
小心些。
奈斯，你终于来了！别再摆出一副故作完美的虚伪模样了。
Okay, so apparently the guy in the black has some previously existing relationship with the guy in white, and he appears to be a little bit jealous. I don't know if the white guy got the girl and the other guy didn't, but he looks like he's a little jealous about something. Yeah, so it looks like wherever his beams are hitting, it's changing the texture on the structure, which is the same thing that happened when he altered the structure of the building. So I think he can just alter physical matter. Oh! Oh! Didn't stop him getting slapped in the face,
无论
though.
你耍什么小聪明，我都会完美化解。我会守护每一个完美的笑容，也包括你。Nice.
Does anybody else feel this way? But I am getting huge Ozymandias vibes from this guy. The Ozymandias, the guy from Watchmen, right? I feel like they have a similar design. The fact that they have this sleek, slim costume with a cape, The only real armor they have on is like up in like the shoulder, upper chest region. But most importantly, it's what I see in their design, right? What I see when I look at Ozymandias, what I see when I look at this guy who presumably is nice, superiority, right? This perfection, like this guy, I mean, you know, this guy is like the anime version of Fulgrim, right? Like, and he says it in his own thing, like, I'll protect, you know, whatever you do, I'll defeat you perfectly, I'll protect your perfect smile. I have a feeling this whole guy's persona is about like being the best, being perfect, being squeaky clean and shiny, not making mistakes. Because that's what his whole vibe and persona puts off. And that is also what Ozymandias was, right? Ozymandias' whole thing was, I'm better than you. It doesn't matter if you have superpowers. I am superior to you, and I'm 10 steps ahead of you. Why would I ever give you the opportunity? Why would I ever tell you what I'm doing if I thought there was even the slightest chance that you could put a stop to it? No, it's already done. Like, I get Ozymandias vibes from this guy. I don't know if it's just me or if it's anyone else, but I genuinely do. All right, the next one, Soul Electric. Some guy with an electric soul. Clearly, something horrific happens with them. Some kind of memorial. Looks like a war. Whoa, whoa, what is that? Well, we saw the character standing in front of what looked like a war memorial, or clearly just a memorial of whatever this is. Looks like some kind of singularity, almost sucking up the entire city, destroyed buildings, people getting sucked up into it. Whatever happened here, a bunch of people died.
Zero, 你为什么要这么做？
What?
没人能打败他了吧？你是英雄啊，你忘了吗？
皇帝，就交给你了。
Interesting. Both of these characters have interesting designs. This guy, Electric, he's almost like an electric themed Sentai Ranger or like an electric themed Guyver suit. Pretty cool. It looks like he can shoot electricity, but he might be able to turn into it. I can't tell. The other guy, the villain. What the absolute shit is this design? This is wild, bro. The colors? You go for teal, neon pink, and black like you're doing a 1980s color scheme. Yet the design for it is very modern. And just a crazy face. Crazy face. Whoa!
所谓英雄，就是背负着人们的信赖。
What? Interesting. Again, character designs are really cool looking. So what I got from this was character goes to a memorial and kind of reminisces upon apparently a battle that he had previously. He was the one that was involved in the battle that caused all that destruction and is the reason for that memorial. I noticed that he had apparently fully robotic arms. How far, okay, this makes me think, how far does this power of belief actually go? If you dress up like Mr. What is it, Soul Electric there, and you give yourself a robotic appearance, if people start believing that you are actually a robot, will you turn into, like, will you lose your limbs? Like, will you turn into a mechanical being if enough people believe that you're a robot? Because, like, that would be crazy. Like, I'm just thinking, like, I don't know, man. It seems like could be a stark downside to this whole believing thing. Because if you've ever been on the bad side of, like, a rumor or something, and you're just like, no, it's not true, it's not true, don't believe it, it's not true, but people just believe it anyways, like, oh man, I could see that being frustrating. Wow. Okay. And the bad guy, I don't know what the bad guy's power was, but it looked like some kind of almost like explosion manipulation. Like he can just create massive explosions, or at first it looked like a singularity, but later it looked more like an explosion. I don't know, man. All right, on to the next one.
我叫新芽，自从那次事件受伤之后，就一直在医院养伤。拯救我的是我心目中的大英雄。
My great hero, Ahu. Oh, Ahu's the dog that we saw in the X video. Okay. Wait a minute. So this kind of goes along with the thing I just asked about the guy with the robot arm. If people believe hard enough that you're a robot, you'll turn into a robot. What's the deal with the dog? He wears a hat and a tie, which are human, which kind of makes me think that he used to be human and people believed he was a dog for some reason, so he turned into a dog. Or maybe he was a dog and he saved someone, so people are like, oh, he's a hero. He's a hero dog, and then he literally turned into a hero because people believed it. I don't know. Could go either way. He could be a dog who got gifted with human intelligence and superpowers, or he could be a human who got turned into a dog through the power of this faith or belief. I don't know. I don't know.
阿虎，你来啦！你是
看我带来了
What the shit?
阿虎？
What? What? Why? No. Pause it. Pause. What? So you're telling me that he showed up as a fully anthropomorphized human body dog man, like 5-6 feet tall, wearing a full set of real clothes, and then he just instantaneously popped into a dog body. And we know that because the human clothes are left on the ground. They're real, they're tangible, they didn't disappear with him. So you're telling me that he actually physically really showed up in essentially human form and then just turned into what? What?
Huh?
Hello?
So can he literally just be anything?
他虽然是我心目中的大英雄，但也是大家心目中的，所以他自己都不知道。
He doesn't even know what kind of hero people will want him to be tomorrow.
明天人们会
What? What? Get out of here. So you telling me Ahu can turn into, maybe not consciously control it, but because of this whole power of faith, belief, whatever you want to call it, that his powers are so amorphous and not pinned down. Like everybody else, people are like, okay, Jim has flight and super strength. That's it. We know he's got it, and that's what he's got. Bob has laser eyes and teleportation. That's what he's got. But they're like, Ahu. Well, I think Ahu's got super strength. You think he's got flight, and you think he's the best martial artist in the world. And so he can just be any one of those things or all of them at the same time? Are you telling me that's what happens? Wouldn't that make Ahu like the most flexible hero out of them all, except for maybe X? That's crazy, because you're telling me he can essentially do whatever anyone thinks he can do.
希望他成为怎样的英雄？
That's crazy.
蛋糕不重要，只要你能在我身边，比什么都好。
我会永远守护你的。
Yeah, and he just said he dropped the cake, so that means the cake and the clothes are real, and he absolutely did show up as a fully anthropomorphized dog man. That's crazy. I was not expecting that. Okay. Alright guys, we're going to go ahead and end this one here, but man, really crazy. Checked out a couple of these PVs, checked out Ahu, Electric Soul, nice. Very interesting. I am really digging this idea of, you know, belief or faith in a person, giving them powers, whether it be a superhero, a supervillain, or somebody like Ahu, who apparently is viewed slightly differently by apparently everyone, giving him an incredibly wide array of potential abilities. Yeah, super cool, super neat. Again, totally into the whole art style and animation style they decided to go with. Really cool character designs across the board. I can't think of a single character design where I was like, gross, don't like it, No, every single one has been pretty good. And I feel like they do a good job at translating a character's abilities, although I'm just guessing, I could be completely wrong. You know, for all I know, my breakdown of this could be completely incorrect. Just let me know. Anyways, guys, that was some more 2B Hero X. I'm really enjoying this. I'm going to do some more of these. I understand there's some more PVs, so we're going to check those out in another video. Yeah, really enjoying doing these videos. I hope you enjoyed the reaction. If you did, go ahead, hit that thumbs up button. Help support the channel. Think about subscribing as well. And as always, most importantly, leave a comment down below. What other PVs should I do? Is there something else that I should check out related to 2B Hero X that's not a PV or something like that? Unfortunately, I don't have Crunchyroll, so I can't check out like the full episodes. And even if I did, that, you know, checking out full episodes would get struck down immediately by YouTube. So that would have to be a Patreon thing anyways. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching the video with me. Thanks for stopping by. Take care of yourselves and have a great day.